This is my Masthead Ideas presentation. I'm basically just going through some of my thoughts and ideas of possible masthead names, and the final one that I decided to rest with as my magazine name. Today's Tuesday the 13th of November. Yeah, so let's go. My first idea was actually just sound, just straight up like that, because it's got relevance to music, which is the genre of magazine that I'm producing. And it's also got another meaning, as in you can use it to say something is sound, as in it's like good and working or something like that. And basically, the idea that I had was that the magazine would be called Sound because it's got the latest good music, and it's also, well, sound is music, music is sound, so it's relevant. Moving on, my next idea was unity. I'm aware this isn't as relevant to actual music, but I have a way of sort of linking it together, because unity is like a community of people getting together for something, and music is created by more than one person. It's not just one person sitting there doing everything. There's the singers, there's the actual people playing the instruments, and there's the producer, the person that edits the song all together and makes it all perfect, and there's people that advertise it, and so on and so forth. You get the point, but it's like a unity of people go into making music. So the idea behind this was well, obviously there's the talk about the unity of people that make the music together, and then there's also a community of people that want to listen to this music. That, there's the fan base of people. So unity can be like, it's a community of people for both music and the fans and stuff. And this is the magazine, the Unity magazine, where they can all get together and they can, be part of each other's worlds through reading. So that was my thought behind the Unity one. Next one is decibel. To be honest, my meaning behind it isn't as amazing, but decibel has got well, it's part of music or sound because it's about the level of volume that's produced. And I don't know, I was kind of thinking like I could call it high decibel, like high volume, but I don't know, it sounded strange, so I just went with decibel because, well, it's got the relevance to music of volume, and it's like, well, these are like the high decibel songs. They're like the ones that you want to play out loud. So because I'd be talking about the new upcoming music and stuff like that in the magazine. So the decibel would be high decibel because these are the music. This is the type of music you want to be playing loud, and that's what a decibel is. It's about the volume and stuff. So that was my thought behind that one. And then my final idea was supernova, which is a bit of a strange one if you think about it, because it's more to do with space. But I decided that this is the one I want to go with because the full definition is a star that suddenly increases greatly in brightness because of a catastrophic explosion that ejects most of its mass. But if you take that down a notch for a minute, supernova is like, it's basically an explosion of a star, which you can relate to music because there's those people that start out and no one knows about them, and then suddenly they produce this hit song and they become a star. They're like a supernova because then went from almost nothing and then they had a huge explosion of brightness, or I suppose fame, as the light's been shown on them. And this catastrophic explosion, not catastrophic, it's amazing for them. They become famous and then suddenly they're doing super well, and this is what I want my magazine to be focusing on, about the upcoming superstars of the music industry, I suppose. Hence why I went with the name Supernova. So yeah, that is my final choice, just because I like the meaning behind it. It's a pretty cool name, it's pretty memorable. And yeah, thank you for listening. Goodbye.